There's a lot you're going to miss. If you're coming through, there's a lot you're going to experience on the 28th of May, 2022. All right, I'll give you some more details on that right here on the show. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the latest update in world of entertainment. My name, God took a microphone, put his soul in it, dropped it on F and named it KMJ, and I was born to talk. It's always a pleasure to come and serve you the very best of entertainment news right here on Showbiz Now. You're most welcome to the show. Okie dokie, so officially I have been presented with my jersey. This is my unofficial jersey. Now, this is going to be our first jersey. We have two jerseys. That's the Royal FC. So if you're a Royal FC fan, this is our first jersey that we're going to use for the first game. And then we have a second jersey that we're going to use for the second games, all right? So we came prepared. Now I'm telling you, we came prepared. So this is it. KMG at the back. And here it is. It's kind of courtesy Powerhouse, and Powerhouse has presented our jerseys to us, and it's the Royal FC. So it comes with the other side as well. So don't forget that it's the Rep Your Jersey, and I am super charged for it. Many thanks to Powerhouse, providers of the Power perfume. They have the roll-on now. They have lotions and all coming out as well. So I want to say a big thank you to you guys for presenting this jersey to us. KMJ at the back as a claim to fame right there. All right, so guys, look forward to it. We're super excited. This weekend is going to be a great weekend. No two ways about it. All right, so that's what it is. But let me say a big thank you to Gold Casting Limited as well. The other providers of gold accessories that we're going to be using. All my team players are going to have on gold accessories like this. You know, so we're all going to have this one on with our names on it. Yo, come on. Come on. You can't us. You understand what I mean? All right, so all my team players are going to have on gold, accessories like this, and then we have our customized t-shirt jerseys that we'll be using as well. So come watch us at the Vision Social Center on Saturdays, the Hits of Film Rep Your Jersey, and we're excited about it. Many thanks to Gold Castle Limited, located inside East Legon. They're close to the UBA Bank, and that's where you can find them off the American House Road. And it's going out to the CEO. Last week was your birthday. Sometime last week was your birthday. Happy belated one going out to you, Auntie Diane. You celebrated your birthday on the 15th of this month. Happy one going out to you, belated though. But we're excited about the fact that we come here and always make sure that we get you all the news that you need here on the show. And we're super elated about it today here as well. But let's get into it. Before we get into the stories that I have for you this morning, we'd like to have a conversation on this very big one that I want you to share your thoughts with me here on the show. Now, you all know about Gadam, who is a very prolific musician here in Ghana. He's been filling stadiums and all of that. But he says that looks like the VGMA is not really giving him the attention he deserves and the honor that he deserves. And it says that the VGMAs are actually looking down on him, and he's not excited about it. So he's been talking about that and wants to have a conversation around that very issue by Gadam. And it says that VGMA looks down on my works. I deserve Artist of the Year award. And Gadam, in an interview, said that he's not been given a fair treatment by the VGMA board. According to him, even though he puts in a lot of work, he believes the board of the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards does not look his way. And he says, I strongly believe that the VGMA board are looking down on my works because people that got nominations in the Artist of the Year can't do the things that I do. So I don't know why they don't look at my way, because I'm the biggest, he said. He also told Ghana Weekend TV on sidelines of the 2022 award ceremony that he's doing great works and commands a lot of attention. So it is high time that the VGMA board paid particular attention to him. In 2018, Gadam won the VGMA Most Popular Song of the Year with his song Total Cheat, which features Sakori on that one. The award generated a lot of controversies, and because people actually thought Pata Pass should have won that award. Since then, Gadam, who comes from the northern part of the country, has successfully held on to the title as the Prince of the North. as well as selling out shows in the southern part of the country as well. And recently held Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, Fancy Gadam's song "Come" got the nomination in the Highlight Song of the Year, the Hip Life Song of the Year, beg your pardon, but lost out to Ochame Kwame's Yeko. And he says that he needs actually the big one, which of course is the VGMA Artist of the Year. And not getting that, he believes that the board is looking down on his works. All right. So that's a big story we're having today here on the show. Now, you can join me on Zoom and share your thought with me and let me know if indeed you think the VGMA board has been looking down on his works. Now, that's Fancy Gadam speaking over there. You can join us on Zoom. The passcode and the ID all on your screens right about now. Don't forget that we're streaming live on Facebook and it's Joy Prime TV on Twitter and Instagram. You can also join us with your thoughts on that issue that Fancy Gadam is talking about as well, and let us hear from you. All right, hashtag is Showbiz Now. Don't forget that we've got all the latest updates and world entertainment for you right here on the show. Now, moving on, let's talk about Ghana's very own ambassador who is doing the most in the UK, in the US, and other places as well. Denta, who's been talking about supporting the Ghanaian music industry and the industry, the creative arts industry itself. And it says there's much potential in Ghana, and she's glad that she's doing her best. Denta spoke on Showbiz A to Z. Here, here's more of Denta on that.
They don't really know what I'm excited now. Like, as I was coming, I was actually going on my Instagram and I saw Sadiq had posted that Kweku, the
Traveler. Yeah.
1 million views in one day.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
This is great news. Yeah. And so that, like, I just see so much potential. Rocky Dawuni nominated for Grammy, you know, this was his second or third time. It gives us the opportunity that, look, it can be done. And when I went to the Grammys, you know, I'm now talking to the project manager for the Grammy Awards. I made sure that, you know, we need to get connected, you know, and I was talking to him. I just had a Zoom call with him last week. And I was like, you know, I don't see a lot of Ghanaian featured artists featured in it. You know, I know that Rocky and stuff. And he said, yeah, because they don't really know, you know. And he was like, you know, have you joined the academy? So I'm joining the academies just so that I can see what's happening, because how do we get there? Because our songs are good. We have artists that can be there. Yeah. And they were like, you know, actually I can't mention it because that was but they're going to celebrate an African artist next year, which is so deserving. I was like, have you heard of Osibisa? Yeah. Do you know what Osibisa did those days? Yeah. You know, they should be getting an award as well. I was like, oh my God, yeah, you're right. You know, and it's just like, it's almost having a conversation to enlighten them about what is happening, because sometimes they don't know.
All right, so that's the conversation we need to make sure that they get our attention, and it begins from you who is watching me right now. No matter where you find yourself, make sure that you keep projecting Ghanaian acts. That's the exactly thing that we're supposed to be doing to make sure that we all get to going, all right? So it's not one person's job. It's the job for all of us, all right? So make sure that you go ahead and push the Ghanaian brand anywhere you find yourself. And I'm excited about the fact that, you know, she's getting on that project so she can equally, you know, speak more of Ghanaian and, you know, Ghanaian acts as well. Anyway, now you can get on Zoom and, you know, get interactive with us here on the show. But that was Denta over there. Away from that, let me see if we can talk to Yakubu. Let's see if you can even hear me. Hello, can you hear me, Yakubu? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yo, what's up? Hello? Okay, I think we lost Yakubu over there. There's another person over there. Hello? Boys, can you hear me? Unmute your microphone, okay? If you can hear me, unmute your microphone. Your microphone is off. Look somewhere there. Yeah. There. That's what I'm talking about. Have you got it done?
Yeah.
Okay, and lower the volume on the TV set, okay? It's going to interrupt us. The volume on the TV set will interrupt us. So lower it, you know, so you can just watch and then talk to me, okay? It'll be good. All right, so now you can also join us over here on the show and tell me what you think about Fancy Gadam's position. He says that the VGMA board is looking down on his craft. I don't know what you make of it. Hello, if you can hear me now. Morning, how are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm good. And you too.
I'm very well, man. Thanks for being a part of the show today. Appreciate you, man.
I think Francis Gadam is making a point, but as Ghana, it cannot be on one side of the country and then make a shows whereby you want them to crown you as at of the year. Though he's performing well when it comes to the northern sector, he's doing well.
Yeah.
He's really doing well.
No doubt.
But he should try to come northern sector too. So actually you can see more shows of him. But the guy is performing well. But he needs to do more when it comes to the southern aspect. When you go to the north, he's there.
Yeah.
He's doing marvelous over. So I think he's trying to come down. So actually you can see more shows of him. So at least. And I learned recently he released a new album. He's on top. He's on top. He's trying his best. He's trying very.
All right. So you just want him to do the extra. I mean, like he's doing well, but you should just put a little bit of extra to it.
Exactly so. Exactly so.
All right. So most definitely, let's see how that also goes. And that's Francis Gadam. He says that the VGMA board is not really looking his way. He wants them to look his way. And people think that he's doing well, but he has to add the extra to what he's doing already. I don't know what you think about it, but the Zoom ID and the passcode on your screens right there now, you can just get on board and let's talk about it. It's a Monday, all right? Let's get it going. All right, now let's move on. And congratulations going on the way to Lil Wayne, who is tied the knot. And that came with some criticisms as well, but of course, you should expect that. Now, Lil Wayne has shared photos of his new union. Komodo actor John Cancer, popularly known as Lil Wayne, has released photos from his private marriage to US-based mother of his child, Mamet Sewa. Now, the couple tied the knot in an exclusive traditional marriage this year with few family members and loved ones gracing. Now, the comic actor and his baby mama wore a rich, colorful kente for the ceremony. Lil Wayne shared video and photos of the ceremony on his Instagram page with a caption, "Things change and the friends leave. Life doesn't stop for anybody. I thought I had lost it all, but you brought back my joy. For love, trust, and care, I promise to love you more. God bless you." And that's what Lil Wayne shared on his page. Pretty simple, but very, very, very deep over there. And, well, that's exactly what I have been thinking about. You know, sometimes, and I've been saying this from prime morning this morning. I've been talking about it, and I'm saying that, you know what, sometimes, we should just allow people to live. Like, really, sometimes we should just allow people to live their lives. Bottom line, everybody's going to die. You understand what I mean? If people are living their lives and they've got reasons why they're taking decisions the way they're taking them, we should let them be. We should let them just be and live. Because whatever it is, the two places we're all going to go, heaven or hell, just let people live, basically. All right? That's what it is. Anyway, congratulations going out to you, Lil Wayne. And I wish you the very best in your union as well. All right, that's what it is. But let's move on to some more stories here on the show. And today, I'm sounding like someone on CNN, right? Yeah, but that's what it is, baby. We're bigger than CNN. Well, we're bigger than CNN, all right? So that's what it is. But let's talk about this right about now. Then Ty's up in the news again, and then Ty's been talking about getting into, some very, very bigger places where we're going to see, too much of Ghanaian works in the near future, especially when you talk about the Grammys. And she's been talking about how we can get there. She's been talking about the potentials we have and, of course, all the good things that she's yet to also share with her, intentions of joining the Grammys and all of that. She spoke about this on Showbiz A to Z over the weekend.
That we have so much potential, we have so much greatness in Ghana, and I'm glad I'm part of that and be able to do the little things that I do in my part, in my corner, to showcase Ghana.
All right, so that's Denta over there. And, well, let's move on to some more stories. And Travis is up in the news. And if you've been following, we've been talking about it over here on the show and the fact that they had a pending wedding coming through. And right about now, they're going to actually have that whole thing done. And Travis' wedding takes in Italy And a trilogy of Krabby's nuptials has been actually completed with a probably final ceremony in Portofino in Italy. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker actually both posted to Instagram on Sunday a photo of themselves kissing at the altar with the caption "Happily Ever After." Now, the photo showed backdrop and that included scores of candles and Madonna and child painting as well. A smiling officiant looks on. Kardashian later added another photo of the two smiling and facing the guest moments later with a text introducing Mr. and Mrs. Barker. She wore a white corseted mini dress and a floor-length veil with a giant Virgin Mary design on the side as well. He also wore a black suit. Both outfits were designed by Dolce & Gabbana. Kourtney Kardashian wears one of a kind Digalta Moda, a white silk lace and a satin gown, and a dramatic hand embroidered veil as well for the gown. Now, Domenico Dolce and Stefano Gabbana took inspiration from the iconic figures of the Italian lingerie and La Dolce Vita, the label posted on Instagram as well. Now, the long tail veil with floral lace appliques was inspired by the flowers of the Portofino Gardens itself. Now, the veil has been hand embroidered with a large description of the Virgin Mary and the words family, loyalty, respect. The embroidery, done with the cross-stitch technique, recalls her husband Travis' tattoo as a symbol of alliance and respect and common devotion as well. And the groom's suit was also bespoke as well. The jacket is entirely hand-worked, strictly following all the passages of the Italian sartorial tradition. The cut, the choice of materials, the study of proportions, the careful attention to detail, the combinations are all aimed at the creation of a unique garment with a perfect fit, Dolce & Gabbana said. Now, the wedding was held at Castello Brown, a castle built in the Middle Ages overlooking the Gulf of Portofino. TMZ reported on that. The ceremony came after an Elvis impersonator officiated practice wedding in April with no marriage license, followed by a small ceremony with marriage license and in Santa Barbara, California on May 15 as well. Now, at the Santa Barbara ceremony, the bride wore a short white dress with veil, and groom was also in black and his coat buttoned up for a change. Becca's father and Randy and the Kardashians' grandmother, Mary Jo, known as MJ, also attended the wedding ceremony as well. So those of you out there who've been looking forward to this ceremony, well, it was attended by just a few. In case you were hoping to get an invitation to the entire thing, you lost out on that. Now, the reality star 43 and the Blink 182 drama 46 are known for their public displays of affection, and they didn't disappoint as well. There was some nice outfits also to accompany, the entire procession of the wedding. And so, congratulations to them. I'm excited about this because they've been talking about it. They've been showing affection for each other for a very long time now, and I'm glad that they're able to put this together. Congratulations to them, all right? Let me go on Zoom right now and see if I can talk to Clef Carter, who is on the other side, monitoring proceedings over here on the show. Clef Carter, are you there?
I'm here.
I think I don't belong to this side of the world, man, but really. All right, well, Clef, if you can hear me, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. How are you doing yourself?
I'm very well, my brother. Thanks for being a part of the show today. Yeah.
I like your hair anyway.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they're asking me to pay royalties to Sonny Badu and all that, but I won't mind. I'm the low budget Sonny Badu, huh? But I won't mind them anyway.
Let's go about what Gadam said, all right?
Yep. Go ahead.
I think it's about time he has to understand that as an artist, you need to move from your comfortable zone, and then you try to make sure you find yourself in a very difficult region where it will make you feel more competed for. What I'm trying to say, you can't just be at home and feel like you're good and then people should count for you and all that. Blacko is doing it now, but he's from Konongo.
Yeah.
He came all the way from Konongo, settled in Accra, and then he's doing it for himself. Gadam started the music career back in Volta region, came to Accra, he did it for himself. So a lot of them can tell you they didn't start it in Accra. They all started it from somewhere, they came to settle in Accra, and then they felt the heat, the competition, and they made it. So what's so different about his case? He's even lucky because the whole three regions in the northern sector like you already.
Yeah.
And even though you are already there, you are able to compete for the VGMAs, the top events. So just come, bring some entourage, set a good management and PR systems in Accra, and see how you'll be able to make it for yourself. Because talent-wise is good, and his management is doing well. But I think he's not getting the vibe in the, like Accra, the Cape Coast. I'm talking about the southern sector.
Yeah.
He's not getting the vibe because he's speaking a different language. Adam is doing same. Okay, Adam is speaking a language we do not understand. But if you look at Adam speak, the PR was working. He's in Accra 247 on the big shows. Same with Fancy Gadam. It's just an advice to a brother who has already made it.
I think he's also basing his argument on the fact that he's been to Accra here and has organized shows and they've been sold out. I mean, he sold out the National Theatre, the Bukuma Arena and all of that. So maybe he's thinking that, well, what else do you guys want me to do? I've done that in my hometown. I've come here and I've done the same thing. Can't you guys see?
So Stonebwoy leaves Accra and performs in Northern Region, right?
Yep.
Shatawale leaves Accra, performs in Northern Region.
Absolutely.
So leave Northern Region, play big shows in Accra too. Because these are big boys and are still not comfortable in Accra.
Yeah.
They're still going around and doing a hit. So you also have already made it there. So calm down. You see, with the field of career he has chosen, nothing is too much. That's the funny thing about me.
That's true.
And in the creative arts, nothing is too much.
Yeah.
You can today be at this level. Tomorrow you'll be earning, for instance, you can be at the VGMA. Tomorrow you'll be earning for the BETs.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you want to be at Miss. So it has no limit.
Yeah, that's true.
Because until you just write a pen and be like, yo, I am done. Every day should be a sort of a day for you to move up. Okay? Sarkodie should be resting, sleeping, and enjoying wealth and success. But he's still on the groove. He will play a show in Burkina Faso if it's necessary. He will play a show in Boko or Tamale if it's necessary, and if the cash is okay. So what is stopping him?
Yeah.
Come to settle a very good PR. Like I'm saying, PR is very key because you might be looking behind you and see a whole lot of torchlight at the stadium and feel they are all your fans. Some of them just come to Accra, they are not your fans. So come to Accra, get a PR, try to follow trends in Accra because Fancy is already a household name. Let's be sincere. He just has to move a little bit up. That's all.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. I think I agree with you.
So look at what Strongman is going through. Strongman is a very good, talented artist, but he is still somewhere. I don't know if he's even in Accra, but I feel where he is not helping. He's not helping. Just calm down. You might be feeling Accra will be like, oh, we'll be about Accra and meet me. I know, baby. I know.
That's what it is.
Yes, you have to move down and do it. That Lumba and Kwa at the time came to settle in Accra.
That's true.
Yeah, so you have to and get a good PR. That's all.
Absolutely. I think I really agree with you on most of the things that you've said. And especially with the fact that with this kind of profession, nothing is enough. Blacko is doing amazing, but still people think that he can do better. So with music and this creative space, nothing you do is enough. And so I agree with you on that. Anyway, that's what it is. But you can also join us over here. Don't forget that you can share your thought with me. Please do not forget to look good when you're coming through or mute your microphone when we officially put you on air. And also, lower the volume of the television set a bit for us so it doesn't interrupt the conversation we're having over here. This is Showbiz Now. It's powered by Joy Entertainment. We're large and in charge. And we've got some more news to talk about here on the show. Let's get into Perez Music right now, who's been talking about what we can do with the gospel music acts as well. He says nominate gospel acts for VGMA Artist of the Year on merit. Now, Perez Music has made a profound statement on the representation of gospel acts in the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards Artist of the Year category. While some have rooted at least a gospel musician to have an automatic feature in the Artist of the Year category every year, Perez Music believes that it would breed mediocrity. Speaking in an exclusive interview, Perez said artists should be nominated based on their works and not because they are from any particular genre. Now, that will give room for mediocrity. It has to be worked for. It has to be as competitive as it has to be. The world is more like a global village now. When you're doing something in Ghana, you should know that you are not just competing with Ghanaians. You are competing with people around. So if you want to create a slot for gospel and it's not meeting the standard, and the gospel musician becomes artist of the year and is not able to meet global standards or demands, then you are shooting yourself in the foot. He said, in the past, there had been a lot of conversations about why gospel artists never won the ultimate award, the artist of the year, until Joe Mettle won it in 2017, and also Diane Hamilton in 2021. When the nominations for the 2022 Vote for Ghana Music Awards was released, some people argue that Joe Mettle, the only gospel nominee, may have earned the nomination because the board automatically needed a gospel representation. But Perez Music is saying that no, if it has to be like that, then it has to be on merit and not just because we want to put somebody over there, to save face. You know what I mean? So that's what he thinks about that. And we're going to be going on to some more stories that I have for you. So let's jump into some foreign stories. And Diddy is up in the news and he's touting and he's making a very, very profound statement about Jay-Z. And he says that Jay-Z actually filled Tupac and Biggie's shoes after they were murdered. Now, two of hip-hop's most prolific MCs, Tupac and the Notorious B.I.G., were murdered within 6 months of each other in the late 90s. Tupac was shot and killed in Las Vegas in September 1996, while Biggie was gunned down in Los Angeles in March 1997. Now, both were at the top of their game at the time of their deaths and left a gaping wound in the hip-hop community that could never really be healed. Now, according to Diddy, Jay-Z was able to slide in and at least carry the torch during the recent Twitter Spaces conversation celebrating Biggie's 50th birthday. Jay-Z was talking about the whole Tupac and Biggie left behind when Diddy chimed in. And he said, as part of us, Big and Pac, and pushing forward, that's just me being a student of the game and loving the culture and wanting to push the culture forward. Hove said that was the challenge that I was faced with, and that's the void. That's a big void. Others stepped in to fill in as well, not just myself. That's a big void. That's the two pillars, right? That imagine that within a year. And it goes on and says, bro, you fill them shoes though. You came in and we definitely give thanks. You definitely came, and I just know how much Big really looked up to Jay. They looked up to each other. That is crazy. You would have stepped into the shoes of two people, and that's all it was. Those people, they had things on lock. Hove was coming, but it was like these two cats was just too big, and so to have all of that come on you and have that responsibility to keep this ship fly and keep the art of it going, I think Hove kept that art of it going and take it where there was it and took it to even higher. And that's Diddy, praising Jay-Z for taking up that big void and making it something quite promising as well. So that's what it is. All right, so now we're getting into this right about now. And before we get into it, let me do a very special birthday celebration. And it's your 19th birthday, and it's going out to Bright Walanyo Sawoya. It's coming from your father, Proverbs 8:13. And it says, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, arrogancy, and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. All right, so it's going out to you, Walanyo Sawoya. It's from your father, Proverbs 8:13. It works with us over here. And that's going to be my time, ladies and gentlemen. God willing, tomorrow we're back again for another edition. Make sure you tune in. In the meantime, my name, God took a microphone, put his soul in it, dropped the F, named it KMJ. And I was born to talk. It's always a pleasure to serve you. Many thanks to the production team for the good work done. Until then, please don't forget to do good and communicate. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to Permafix Industries. When it comes to quality tile cement, look no further than Permafix. Permafix Plus is also available for all your porcelain works. Another high-performance tile adhesive is Permacoat.